Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to Invictus, everyone around the world from where you're watching. This is the Invictus Racing League Formula 2 Equal Performance. We've just had there a minute silence for the late passing of Charlie Whiting, the legend of Formula 1. It is very sad to see him go. Formula 1 will seriously miss him. So anyway, on a lighter note, here we are. I am the Energy Dan. I'll be bringing the commentary for the season so far and onwards. Hope you can enjoy the stream tonight. Hope you're going to get involved and comment as much as you can. We are in the infamous circuit of the Red Bull Ring in Austria. A fantastic circuit, very challenging, and can always provide us with some amazing racing. So just give you a lowdown on the circuit. We've got 10 corners of this technical circuit. We've got 7 to the right and 3 to the left. So coming down the home finish straight, you come to turn 1, quite a heavy braking zone, and you do a nice right turn to the medium straight, let's call it, all the way down to the slight left of turn 2 and to the heavy braking zone of turn 3. That then does a nice right turn and we get the first DRS zone. All the way down into turn 4, again another heavy braking zone, and we do a sharp right, follows on to a nice easy right of 5, onto the left sweeping under of 6, and then we get the sector 2 bringing us to the sharpish left turn of turn 7 and 8 that is right, and then we go down to turn 9 and 10, the very fast right turns of 9 and 10, onto the home finish straight for the last DRS zone. So we've got good stuff, setting a fast lap of 1 minute and 4 seconds, 7.83. As we're watching the guys just set the provisional fast laps, let's just run through the busy season we have had so far. It has been amazing action, absolutely amazing action. So after the last race in Suzuka, we had an absolute hectic, brilliant race that saw a couple of people drop positions because of penalties, not what we ever want to see. So good stuff, received a 3-place penalty. We had Vintino, who is now called Victor, doing a 2-place. We had Humbo, who finished the race in first and was relegated for a 4-place grid penalty for causing contact with 2 other drivers, and they retired the race. It is in the rules of the Invictus Racing League. It's very unfortunate because he did have an amazing race. We've also got Rudy, who did a 2-place grid penalty, finishing penalty, and then following up we had Craig with a warning. So Nick has just gone faster to the 1 minute 4.766. So going back to the penalty situation of the last race, so the final podiums went to Nick, MJ Coupe and GP1 Alex. Finishing this season, something that I noticed looking over the factors, the facts earlier, Nick and Good Stuff are the only racers so far to score points in all races. So that's amazing. Can the other guys change that fact? You know, can we see more races finishing more often? That is what we want to really see. I mean, we've got 17 races. We've lost 2 there, so hopefully we've got 2 more races coming back in. Maybe it's just technical issues, but we did have 19 races at the start of this, I believe. So if you are watching on the Twitch channel, I'm just going to bring up the Twitch app and just see if we are actually getting messages on my phone so I can respond to you guys, because it's always good to hear what you guys want to comment during the race. I'm going to try and respond if it is working. Now Nick going faster again with a 1 minute 4.679. Let's just bring out the fitted tyres. Alex riding someone else. Okay, so it looks like Never Miss. So running down the order of the provisional first laps, Good Stuff has set a fastest lap now of 1 minute 4, almost dead, brilliant lap from Good Stuff there. GP1 Alex is setting a fast lap of 1 minute 4.5. On the Ultra Soft, we've got Nick still sitting on the 1 minute 4.6. Rudy nipping at his heels on 1 minute 4.8, so he's doing really well there. We've got MJ Coop with a 1 minute 4.8. We've got Nizmax 1 minute 5.2 and Never Miss a 1 minute 5. So I'm guessing these guys just find Never Miss and Tynus are on the super soft tyres, so obviously that does explain a bit of that time difference. Although White Fountain, the cheeky, has just gone P6 on the soft tyre with a 1 minute 5.2. So that's split Nizmax and MJ Coop there. Again, like I always said, the tyre strategies. Be very interesting to see what the guys pull out the bag, what they choose to go for. So we've got ultra soft, super soft, and soft all in the mix here. That's going to be interesting, really is. Let's just see if we can find someone on a fast lap. Let's stay with Tyler, see if he's on a fast lap. So as he comes on the whole finish straight, yeah, he's going for a fast lap. So coming down, we've got that slight uphill that goes to turn 1. Medium brake into for the right here. You've got to get this nailed. A lot of people go to the far left and then swing over to the right to follow that racing line down the slight bend of turn 2. Coming up the hill now, coming to turn 3, heavy braking zone. You've got to get it connected up here with a nice, good drive that brings us into that DRS zone. If you get DRS, this is where it's going to count. It's a downhill section. If you're running light on the aero, you're going to get the big benefit down this short DRS zone. Heavy braking into turn 4 here, really sharp. I always get this one confused with Hungaroring and go a lot sharper when it's actually more open. Turn 5 and coming down to the left of turn 6. This is probably the one area where the guys are going to get degradation coming to the tyres if they're not too careful. It's quite a twisty turny of 7 and 8. Coming down the medium straight at the back here towards turn 9, and this is coming into the double right-hander, and if you get this right, coming out into the last turn, you actually get an amazing speed boost coming down the home finish straight. As I was saying about being light on the aero, are people going to set the aero a little bit lighter to try and get the benefit of these 2 DRS zones? Okay, they're going to struggle when they get to turn 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but turn 9 and 10 can be taken quite well with a light aero package. It's just managing those tyres and not getting the degradation. Or are people going to go for just quite a little bit up from light aero and go maybe, I might have this wrong, I can't remember what my setups are, but a light one I think would be classed as 2 at the front, 3 at the back, and then would you go slightly higher and go 3 and 4. I may have that wrong, but I think that's what my setup's on. Obviously I'm a lot slower than these guys. These guys are putting some serious laps compared to my time. But that's why I'm in the country box and not racing. So running through the order, good stuff. People like to Nick still sitting in the 1, 2 and 3. Rudy on a 1 minute 4.8 on those super softs. That's really good from Rudy. He's only 2.6 or 2.06 back from Nick on the super softs. We've got MJ Coop, Jamie, White Fountain all bringing up, or Andy's Max on the ultra softs at behind them, and then again super soft for Never Missing Tynus, and we've also got the soft tyre lappers, obviously bringing up the back. We've got Colin J, Humberstone, Jamie 6, Steen 13, Craig and Sir Spud. Now Steen, are we going to see a finish from Steen? We've not seen a race finish from Steen since the start of the season. I'm really hoping we can see some good racing from Steen today. A finish would be beautiful. We really want to see that. I want to see everyone finish today. That's what my hopes for the race are. So while we're just watching these guys come out, in fact, actually no, let's try and find something to do. So good stuff. Surely good stuff is on a fast lap, but no lap showing. Oh, sorry about this, guys. My apologies. So on board with good stuff. I believe this is out lap, so we're going to a fast lap. So let's stick with good stuff and see. Oh, sorry, that was a fast lap. I do apologise. 1 minute 3.7 from good stuff. Amazing stuff there. So let's go to cheeky one. I'll let you see what he's doing. He's sitting at 1 minute 4.2. Yeah, this is fast lap. So that turn there, the turn 4, I think we're going to see a lot of overtakes there. If you make a mistake and you run too wide or you brake too much, you can knock off all your speed coming through that next section of 5, 6, 7 and 8. Obviously turn 3, just after the start phase of the lap, that's going to be another point where we're going to see a lot of overtakes. The 2 DRS zones. Everywhere else, I don't think we're going to see much overtaking unless you see mistakes. So turn 3, DRS, turn 4. If people get 9 and 10 wrong, then where we're watching good stuff come through now. It is a very fast corner to say it's fairly sharp, but if you get the line right, you can swing all the way out and get a good run onto the home finish straight there. So we've got good stuff. GT1 Alex, Nick, White Fountain, Tony White. Oh, Tony White's done a good lap. 1 minute 4.7 on the ultra soft. MJ Cube, Jamie, Nismax, Never Miss, and Tyner's all on the ultra soft. We've still got Colin, Understone, First Bud, Jamie, and Jed, just Jamie 6 on the soft tyre. And then the last 2 races on super softs are Steen and Craig, the Flying Scotsman. We've got Rudy going off there. So let's see if we can get to Nismax. Nice and smooth there for Nismax. That was looking really good. Now let's just watch him as he goes through 9 and 10. Let's see this long sweeping right. It's 2 corners, but it's technically one, I think. You've got that slight straight there. You see how he gets a lot of the curve there, gets a nice drive down the home finish straight, picks up the DRS, opens it up and goes across, and he gets a 1 minute 4.444. So good stuff, still sitting up there on a 1 minute 3 seconds point 7. He's riding with Never Miss. Brilliant drive there. See another corner where we might see some mistakes running out. If you run out into that gravel, that's going to be bad trouble for any racer who goes there today. See what Never Miss comes across the line in. Can he improve? No, and he cannot improve on his time so far. So we've got the last 3 minutes of this session coming into play now. See what Tony White can do on his fast lap on these ultra softs. Tony White goes with 1 position, P7 on a 1 minute 4.445. Great stuff from Tony there. Tyner sets his fast lap on the ultra soft on a 1 minute 5.5. I think that may be his installation. No, I think that was his fast lap. It's quite low on battery there. So GP1 Alex and Rudy coming out on some fresh rubber on the ultra soft. They think they can do better than the 1 minute 4 that they have done. Riding on board with GP1 Alex. I believe it is his fast lap. Let's just see what he can do. So, opens his DRS, comes down, navigates through the gentle left turn of turn 2. We've got yellows in sector 3. That won't affect GP1 Alex at this moment. Hard braking zone for turn 3. Beautiful corner there, actually. That was really nice. kept it nice and smooth. Get ready for the DRS, opens it up. Not a very long DRS zone, but it does. If you get acceleration right and you hit it great, you can actually benefit from being on the gearbox of the race and opening up that DRS. So coming to turn 6 and 7. You do not want to run wide here. You don't want to clip that gravel. It would really ruin anyone's race. Comes past the second gravel section through 8 here. And again, the fast sweeping right off turn 9. And the final corner of turn 10. Let's just see what GP1 actually can he improve. He cannot improve at this moment in time. He only has this lap to improve if he wants to. What would people think who are watching? Would you save those tyres? Would you bother trying going for P1, or would you back off and just come back? It looks like he's going for it here. So Bud's still sitting with that 1 minute 3.7. Slight lock up there from GP1 Alex. So while we're racing, while we're watching on board with GP1 Alex, let's just run through the order as it stands. We've got Good Stuff in P1, GP1 Alex in P2, Rudy in P3, Nick in P4, White Fountain in P5, Nizmac 6, Tony Y in 7. We've got Never Miss, who's in 8, MJ Cube, who's up in P9 now, Humberstone in 10, JB in 11, Craig in 12, Steve in 13, Tynes in 14, Jamie 6 in 15, Colin G 16 and First in 17. So GP1 Alex can't improve on that time. We've got Rudy coming through for his final lap. Oh, we could actually get another lap if he chose to. 17 seconds to get across the line. I think he'll do that if he wants to go for another lap. Oh, and Rudy cannot improve on his time. We've got Nick, who also stays where he is. We've got White Fountain. We've got 3 minutes left of the session to finish the last lap. Humberstone's on super soft. Further up the field, so that's where they'll be finishing first. We've got Rudy, still sitting in P3 with 1 minute 4.2. Looks like he's got a bit of time there, lost a bit of traction maybe. Yeah, he'll be backing out of this lap now. Is Nick still on it, or has he decided to back out? I think he's backed out. Yeah, he's on a 0, so he's only just one lane. White Fountain with the back of MJ Cook, yeah. I think everyone. Finish. Right, so there you go, guys. That will be your classification for the start of the race. Good Stuff P1, GP1 Alex 2, MJ P3, Rudy in P4. We've got Nick in P5, White Fountain in P6, Nizmac in P7, Tony Y in 8, Never Miss in 9, Humberstone in 10, Jamie T in 11, Craig the Flying Scotsman in 12, Steen in 13, Steen 13 in 13, so I had to say that again. We've got Tynes in P14, Jamie in P15 and Colin J in P16, with Sir Spud bringing up the rear with the wooden spoon position in P17. Fantastic stuff there, guys. Quite an open result there. So give us your predictions. What is going to happen in the race? I'm hoping that we don't get any penalties and we don't see any DNFs. It would be really nice to see the full grid finish and battling all the way to the end. So guys, I have now got the Twitch app open and the message board is live. So do comment throughout the race. I've now got it up so I can finally connect with you guys who are watching. So yeah, as I asked before, give us your predictions. Who's your favourite for the race? What do you think will be the major factor in the tactics? So we've got Ultra Softs all the way back to P9, and then Humberstone starts his race on the Super Softs. So we've got a lot of grippy rubber at the front grid. Tyre deg here does play a massive part in this race. It is, to say there's only 10 corners, you do get quite high degradation on these tyres. It's going to be interesting to see what people do. But let's just know what you think, guys. So while we're waiting for the grid to form up for the formation lap, let's just run through the league table thus far. So sitting at the top of the table is Nick J. He's got 31 points. He's finished 4th in Bahrain, 12th in Spain and 15th in Japan. We've got Good Stuff in P2 on 26 points with a 5-point lead, 5-point trail there. J Coop sitting in P3. We've got Nizmax with 20 points in P4. White Fountain in P5. Humberstone P6 with 16 points. We've got GP1X with 12 points in P7. Rudy with 10 points in P8. Jamie T with 10 points in P9. We've got Aaron J. Spence who is... Aaron J. Spence who is 6 points in P10. Jamie 6 is 6 points in P11, and Colin J with 6 points in P12. Craig is 5 points in P13. Tony White with 4 points in 14. Victor, who formerly was Vintano, with 3 points in 15, and Sir Spud with 3 points in 16. Alex, which has never missed, who's not scored anything yet. We've got Tyner, not scored anything, and Partridge, our new racer for this season. He's coming in late, so he's got some catching up to do. So welcome to Partridge. Let's see what you can do, bud. Hopefully we'll see some good racing from you and put some pressure on the front runners. So looks like Victor has actually joined us. He's in P18. He must have lost connection in the session. But we are back up to 18 racers for the race. So bringing up what tyres are fitted, we've got Jamie, Colin, Sir Spud and Victor all at the back on those soft tyres. Could this be a very clever strategy from the guys at the back there? Go as long as they can on those soft tyres up in the first stint. But then what would you go on from the softs? Not sure you could really go on to ultra softs, could you? Depends how long you can go. It's 36 laps. If you can look after those soft tyres, maybe you can do the last, what would you say, guys, 7 laps on ultra softs with a light fuel load, maybe 8. Be interesting to see. We've got a clear strategy cut in the field here. Front 9 ultra softs, and you've got 5 racers in the middle pack on super softs and the trailing guys at the back on softs. So let's just remember this, because this may come in this may become very interesting towards the latter stages of the racing. So racers just finally taking up their positions on the grid. Always seems ages for the guys to get lined up. Creates the tension. So let's hope we see it nice and clean into turn 1. As we're getting ready to start, we are going to see those lights shine. We have started the lights. We have got 5 lights and they're out. Looks like a slow start from the Hasses at the front there. We've got MJ Cook up the oh! That was close there. That was very close from MJ Coop there. And we've got a McLaren going off in the back. It looks like Never Miss has gone off in the background. That is not what I wanted to see. However, we have got now Good Stuff in the lead. Rudy following up, and all getting busy there with the Red Bull. Rudy and MJ Coop getting really busy there. Steen 5-second stop and go penalty already for cutting a corner and gaining an advantage. So let's just mark that down for Steen. So position changes so far. Let's just run him through as we're still on board with good stuff. Right, we're going to switch back a little bit. I think we're going to go MJ Coupe. Let's view from MJ Coupe, try and get some of the action. So we've got Rudy, who is up 2 places. MJ Coupe still in P3. We've got White Fountains up 2 places. It looks like good stuff Rudy and MJ Coupe are building a little bit of a lead. White Fountain still on the back of him though. We are starting to see that train, the F1 train. There's a distinct gap there between, that is that Steen and the mist that the gap's between? So yeah, Steen looks like, oh, he's making a move there, he's making a move on his max. Oh, that was tight. Oh, they never miss getting some all kinds of sliding action. Oh, and he's done it on the right hand side, and he's up past Steen. That was some brilliant racing there from Never Mix, getting it sideways. Absolutely fantastic stuff. So we've got Victor, who is all over the back of Steen. Sorry, it's Jamie that's all over the back of Victor. Just try to find the action here, guys. So good stuff sets fast lap 1 minute 7.6. Great stuff from good stuff. Good stuff got a brilliant lead now, almost 3 seconds. DRS is activated. So good stuff is way out in front. He's only lap 3. That is amazing stuff from good stuff. Absolutely fantastic. So we've got Rudy. Oh, Rudy's getting pressure from MJ Coupe. MJ Coupe. Oh, was that a curb bounce there, or did they touch? I hope not. So we've got Rudy, MJ Coupe and White Fountain all fighting over the position to trail good stuff. MJ Coupe is all over the back of Rudy there, getting all kinds of gearbox in the front of his wing. We've got the 2 Ferraris there with Nick and Tony White. They're having a good sniff at the action as well. Let's just move back and see it from the Ferrari perspective. They are chasing after this pack. It looks like they are sticking together, closely followed by Never Miss and Steen. Now, let's keep a look at Steen, because Steen's on the Super Soft and is the last of the Super Soft guys that haven't dropped any positions to the soft guys. Brilliant stuff here. So we've got Tony White having a look there on Nick. So Tony White went wide there. Tony White went wide. Nizmax has now taken position of Tony White. So Nizmax up into P7. We're seeing mistakes there from Tony White. Unfortunate stuff. Oh, and it looks like we've got GP1 Alex up on the side of White Fountain. Oh, did they touch? Oh, they kept. I think they did keep it clean there. Brilliant racing from the guys. Let's just ride on board with GP1 Alex as they come down into turn 4. Oh, a slight lock up there from GP1 Alex. MJ Coupe is all over his gearbox, goes to the left. He goes to cover him. Now the guys will be paying attention to tyre grip, keeping these ultra softs as alive as possible. They don't want to overheat them, but obviously you don't want to go too slow. You want to keep those tyre temperatures up. This is why the guys are racing hard. So we've got 3.8 seconds that Rudy is now sitting back from good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, we've got Rudy, 3-second time penalty. Unlucky Rudy. Not what we wanted to see. Rudy, 3 seconds. Just marking that down, guys. I want to try and keep track of these penalties. Steen 13. Oh no, we're getting the penalties already. Steen 13, 3-second penalty. I think he had a 3-second stop and go as well. So plus 3 seconds as well as his stop and go. So he will have to serve that stop and go because he's pitting. So when Steen pits, he'll have a 5-second period. Oh, there's some serious action going on there from Rudy. Rudy's DNF'd. What's up with Rudy? Oh, I think we've lost connection with Rudy. That's unfortunate. He was racing, but then we just suddenly lost connection. So that's unfortunate. So Humberstone went fastest there. So good stuff. 4.8 is absolutely stunning. Let's just ride on board with us. I want to see why Good Stuff's storming ahead. Maybe it's just perfect racing. Maybe he's just going really, really fast. So let's remember this, guys. Good Stuff's got almost a 5-second lead now on lap 6. So in 5 laps, he's done 5 second advantage. Is he going too fast on these up and softs? Or is he just trying to get a big lead, do the pit, and then try and claw back the time on his next tyre? So yeah, let's revisit that at the pit stage. MJQ is doing alright. GP1X has just taken White Fountain on the right side. The White Fountain's coming back at him on the right. We've also got the Ferraris all up in. I think we've got someone splitting the Ferraris there. Not quite. Unbelievable stuff there. Both cars of GP1X and White Fountain do a slight lock up there as they race down towards turn 4. Amazing stuff here from the guys. Looks like in the background there we're seeing Steen on Never Miss as well. Let's just go back slightly, try and catch this action. Oh, we've got a three-way battle here. Oh, looks heavy into that corner. So yeah, Never Miss dropped it. Oh, this is Nismax has come in for some fresh tyres. So let's see where Nismax comes out after his pit stop. The Ferrari's still sticking together, putting some serious pressure on White Fountain. Oh, Nick all over the back of White Fountain there. Let's not lose that view. And they're side by side. They're side by side. Did they touch? Yeah, they do touch. They do touch. They keep. It's not too bad. It was just a kiss. Oh no! No, please don't, guys. No, please don't do that. We're hustling and bustling into these corners. These guys are going ferocious at it. White Fountain and Nick having some serious battles there. My heart was in my mouth. I thought we was going to lose some races there, but they did manage to keep it relatively clean. They were just putting the elbows out and windmilling in. So we've got good stuff still sitting in that P1 position. MJ Coop 5.5 seconds back now. GP1 Alex 2 seconds back from MJ Coop, and Nick is 1.7 back from GP1 Alex. White Fountain, you may as well not put a time to it because it is so close. I'm surprised Nick hasn't got any scratches all over the back of his gearbox. He is so close. So back from White Fountain we've got Tony Y, who's just slightly dropping back now. He was all over the back of the gearbox as his teammate. We've got Never Miss on the back of Tony White. Victor, who's formerly known as Vincino, sitting 2.4 back on those soft tyres. So we're seeing the soft tyre guys all in the train there. We've got Victor on the soft tyres, then half a second back is Jamie. Sersford 1.7, Colin J 2 seconds back. And then Nismax dropped back. He's on fresh softs, like looks of it, for Nismax. So those soft tyres, the drivers with the soft tyres who haven't pitted yet, they are slowly creeping towards the front of the grid. And 7 laps for the front runners on those ultra softs, heavy fuel loads. I'm sure we're going to start seeing more of those guys coming in for fresh trainers. So we've lost Steam 13 and Rudy. Sorry if you missed the action, but it looked like Rudy had a disconnection. I'm putting that down to. If I missed it, I apologise. Checking in with good stuff here. He's still looking pretty there at the front. He's absolutely tramming it. So looking at the position changes so far, good stuff. Is still sitting there with no changes. We've got MJ Coop at 1 position. GP1 Alex has lost position. Then we've got Nick and White Fountain all at 1 position. Tony Y gaining 2, as is Never Mixed. We have got Victor, formerly Vintano, who is winning with the position change so far with 10 positions. Jamie 6 with 6 positions, fair play to him. Sir Spud doing a great first stint, he's up 7 positions, and Cox up 5 positions. Nismax losing out so far because of the pit stops, is on 5 position drop, and Craig has dropped 1 position. Humberstone 4, Jamie T 4, and Tynus has dropped 2 positions. So going for stops so far, looking, yeah, they're the 1 stop of all the back. So, just looking at how many seconds back the races are from the leader, 50 seconds to Tynus. So even if he pushes that really far, he's still going to be 25, 26 seconds back, depending on how much he's losing now. Oh, Jamie 6 with a 3-second time penalty. No, Jamie. So Jamie's picked up his first penalty of 3 seconds. Unlucky to him. Lots of train of thought there, guys. So let's go somewhere else. Let's revisit the front pack. We've got MJ Coop 5 seconds back. so it's not as much as 5.5 seconds now. So Good Stuff's tyres must be hurting now. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Good Stuff come in the next, let's say next lap. Alex sitting 7 back from the leader. That's not too much for. GP Alex is still in contention there. Nick and White Fountain at 10 seconds. Now, that's going to be hard to make up against Good Stuff, MJ Cooper, GP Alex in the second phase. Just depending on what happens in the pit stops. It's interesting stuff, this, guys. I actually thought it would be a bit closer than this on lap 11. But it looks like the field is starting to spread out just a little bit more by every lap that goes by. So riding with Never Miss, who is putting some serious pressure on White Fountain. He's giving it a look left, he's giving it a look right, going through the easy left of turn 2. Let's just ride on board with him here. Oh, good. Oh, it gets busy there into turn 4. So Never Miss will have DRS coming down here. This is a tricky corner to put a move on. Oh, we get a lock up from White Fountain. And just in the background there, we've got Tony, who's also up in the mix. He's just trying to put some tight, good laps in, try and catch up on these two. As you saw in the background there, we've got Tony White, Victor and Jamie all following each other, trying to chase after this lead pack. MJ Coop, 3-second time penalty. No, not what we wanted to see. So a 3-second time penalty for MJ Coop. So GP1 Alex, if he's seen that on his screen, his eyes will light up. So let's just move back to Victor, or Victor should I say, who's got Jamie 6 all over the back. It looks like Jamie 6 went a little bit wide there. Yeah, he does. He'd have lost a little bit of time there, not what he wanted to do when chasing. So Jamie 6 looks like he's making some ground there on Victor, keeping it tidy. Love that helicopter view, brilliant shot there. So Never Miss and White Fountain still battling out there. White Fountain's doing a great job to keep Never Miss behind him. They are on the same tyre. Surely we're going to see Good Stuff or MJ Coop coming some fresh rubber. Yep, there we go. Good Stuff has come in for some fresh trainers. He will probably drop back somewhere around Jamie, so probably got 3-7. Yep, a lot of the guys are coming in now. So Victor is up in 2P2 RP1. Yep, so Victor is now in the lead. He has got a hell of a task to do now. He's got to try and make those soft tyres go super long and not lose position. Now Jamie, fresh soft tyres, he's obviously going to get in front of Victor pretty soon, but Victor will want to keep him behind him as much as possible. So is Victor going to back the pack up? Oh, Jamie goes forward, nice lunge there, but decides better of it. So majority of the field on soft tyres at the minute. We've got 4 races on soft tyres that have done 12 laps and nearly 13 laps on the soft tyres. I'm not sure how long you can go on the soft tyres at this circuit. I would imagine somewhere around 18 laps, 19 laps without losing too much time. So this is where you're going to see Jamie. Oh yeah, Rudy's left the session. I think Rudy got some connection problems, so unfortunately we've lost Rudy. So Jamie's going to have to pick his moment here. He's going to have to pick his moment to not lose downforce on those tyres. Ah, Nismax, 3-second time penalty for him. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races with penalties so far. Unfortunate for the races, we don't really want to see penalties, we don't want to see DNFs, we want to see guys racing to the end. So Jamie's having a good look at Victor still. Let's just move back to see what Good Stuff is doing on his fresh soft. So Good Stuff's not far back, he's only 3.7 back on those fresh softs. Good Stuff looks like he's nailed this so far. I don't want to say what my predictions are prematurely, but Good Stuff is looking really strong here. What do you guys watching think? Let us know. Do you think Good Stuff's going to keep this form to the end of the race? Got 19 laps to do on those soft tyres for Good Stuff. He's sitting 4.3 in front of Sir Spud, who's yet got to pit. So the next person back who's really in contention is MJ Coop, 11 seconds back from the leader. Let's just 3 second time, but White Fountain, no, White Fountain's got a 3 second time penalty. So these penalties are coming thick and fast. 6 races now on penalties. So yeah, as I was saying, we're going back to MJ Coop, who's done 2 laps on those soft tyres, just like Good Stuff has. Surely we're going to see MJ Coop rejoin the back of Good Stuff. So let's just look. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7.8 seconds back from Good Stuff. So once Victor and Jamie all pit, as well as Sir Spud and Colin, MJ Coop will bring up the rear of Good Stuff. They will become P1, P2, and then after MJ Coop, we've got GP1 Alex, 3 seconds back, so he's going to take provisional P3 so far, coming to the second stint. It's quite open, this guy's actually. If you're looking down the grid, it is quite open. Humberstone down at the bottom there on his super soft still. Oh, Tony White, 3 second time penalty, becoming thick and fast. So, 7 races now with time penalty. Jamie T, he's just picked up another one, sorry, his first one, 3 seconds. So a lot of the races now picking up time penalties. Craig, 5 seconds, stop and go for Craig. No, 5 seconds, stop and go. So as Craig's just pitted. No, so he's going to have the time penalty added to the end of the race. So that must have been, I didn't see why that penalty was. It must have been speeding the pit lane, because he was pitting. So it would make sense that he's picked up the 5 second stop and go there. So, sorry guys, let's just catch up on the race as I got sidetracked there. So, Jamie 6 still sitting in P1. He's seriously fending off Victor. These guys are going to have to pit soon though. We're not going to see these keep the lead. So Good Stuff is sitting pretty in P3. So will Good Stuff attack here? Will he attack these two guys? I know he will know that they will be struggling for tyres soon. He knows he's got fresher rubber. Will he waste his own rubber that he intends to go to the end of the race on, attacking these guys? Does he need to? Does he need to attack? Oh, Victor going wide there. He didn't have to attack there. He just took that like candy from a baby. So he's only got one person in front of him now. He's got Jamie 6. So yeah, is he going to sit behind Jamie? Is he going to attack him? I'm not sure what I'd do in this situation. I mean, I won't be in this position because I'd be way back down the field. I probably won't even finish this race. Oh, he's putting pressure on him though. Good Stuff is putting pressure on him, and Victor's still trying to claw back. I'm surprised that Victor stayed there. I thought that would fault it. But coming back to Spud, he's out there on his own with his teammate nipping at his heels, not too far back. GP1 Alex picking up a time penalty, as is Victor. So GP1 Alex picking up a 3, and Victor also picking up another penalty. They're coming thick and fast, guys. Bear with me, guys. Victor 3 seconds. So not many races yet. Not many races left to not have penalties. So, we've got Sir Spud and Colin J who are up into P4 and 5 respectively. So, people are starting to pit. MJ Coop up into P5. Oh, great overtake there from MJ Coop. He's on the fresher tyres though. He's only done 5 laps. Good Stuff 3 takes the lead over Jamie 6. So if I missed that while I was yabbing on about penalties. and he's dropping over a second back now, so he won't get the DRS coming into the home finish straight, so he's going to drop further back. Good Stuff's going to take another outrageous lead now with his next 5 or 6 laps. Fast lap from Good Stuff, 1 minute 7.21, 0.21. Absolutely amazing there from Good Stuff. I dare say we're going to see Good Stuff take the podium here, the top podium spot here. So moving back, let's just see what we've got going on as we're coming down the grid. MJ Coupe is still nipping at the heels of Sir Spud, who's up at the P4. So Jamie, Victor and Spud all still needing to pit on those soft tyres. I said 18, 19. Oh, Tynus now picking up a penalty. 3-second time penalty for Tynus. So the only people not receiving penalties, as far as I've seen, is Good Stuff, Humberstone, Aaron G. Spence, Sir Spud and Partridge. I think I may have seen one for Sir Spud. Maybe something else. I may have missed that make or confusing myself. Do apologise if I missed Spud's information. So this is going to be outrageous to follow towards the closing stages, with most of the drivers receiving time penalties. So Victor is in the pits. He's going to drop down probably somewhere around Lismax, I think. Maybe not. No, maybe just Jamie T. I think he will come out in. So we've got MJ Coupe all over the back of Sir Spud. Is he going to see? Yeah, he goes to the right. Is he going to keep that line? Goes around the outside. Yep. Oh, heavy braking zone into turn 4. Sorry, turn 3. So next on MJ Coupe's list is Jamie 6, who I'm sure we are going to see pit very, very soon. MJ Coupe, 3-second time penalty. Oh, not what we wanted to see. So MJ Coupe has got another time penalty. So that's 6 seconds for Coupe. That will throw the final stages of the race into contention for the people behind. 6 seconds is a lot, especially when you're fighting for the top spot. So Coupe's done 7 laps on those soft tyres. Now done 8 laps, so we have now got 15 laps left of this race. It's going to be interesting, this, guys. It's so hard to follow with everyone's strategy coming into play. So Victor is now out on super soft tyres. 15 laps on the super soft tyres. Is that a big ask on this circuit? Degradation is very high. I'd like to see Victor come back up into the front runners group, but I think it's a lot. It's a lot. Let's just see what he's sitting back from. His gap to the leader is. Interesting now, guys. So Sir Spud's going to have to pit. He's going to have to pit and drop back probably somewhere around Victor. So Victor will go up. Stop. So MJ Coupe is now for the P2. Jamie's pitting. So Sir Spud will take P3 position. G actually for the P4. Jamie to P5. Oh no, Jamie's pitted as well. So White Fountain now up into P5, trailing the leader by nearly 14.5 seconds. GP1X giving a look on down on the right side of Sir Spud. He's going to get this, yeah. He's going to push him out wide maybe a little bit. Nice gentle nudge. Oh, very clean there. Brilliant racing, guys. So GP1X and Sir Spud having a nice clean battle there. That was brilliant to see. As you see, go back to White Fountain. White Fountain is sitting. Oh, look up there from White Fountain. So White Fountain's going to get some pressure from Tony Y, who's sitting 1.4 seconds in front of his teammate Nick. Great racing from the guys here. Absolutely fantastic stuff. So Jamie 6 come out with some fresh super softs. He's going to put the pressure on, or try and put the pressure on Never Mix, Colin and Nismax. Nismax, 16 laps on those soft tyres. He's going to have to come into MJ Coupe, 3-second time penalty. That's 9 seconds that MJ Coupe has now got. That is seriously going to hamper his chances of putting anything on the top spot. So GP1 Alex, GP1 Alex is a 3-second. So he is 3 seconds back, so that'll be 6 seconds for him, but then 9 seconds for MJ Coupe. So at the minute, I believe GP1 Alex is in P2 with Sir Spud. Oh, that'll be close. So at the minute, MJ Coupe would be lucky to take P4, maybe even P5. White Fountain looks like he's putting in some fast laps there, because he's flicking between 1 second and 0.8 behind Sir Spud. So the guys are starting to close back up now, coming into the last 12 laps of this race. Beautiful swinging righters of 9 and 10. Looks like we've got someone there coming into the pits. That will be Sir Spud, who has finally pitted. 23 laps. Victor, 3-second time penalty. Tony Y, 3-second time penalty. They are coming thick and fast. Victor, where are you on my list? Jamie 6 also getting another 3-second time penalty, so he's got 6 seconds. I'm still trying to find Victor on my list. Victor at the top, he's now got 6 seconds. If I've been keeping track of this, guys, sorry if I've missed anyone, but we have got absolute penalties galore. By the looks of it, Nick and Good Stuff sitting pretty with no penalties as of yet. Oh, we've got Tony Y all over the back of White Fountain there. White Fountain, I think he's got a penalty actually, White Fountain. Yeah, he's got 3 seconds. So Tony Y, if Tony Y was paying attention to his race engineer, he will know he's got a 3-second time penalty, so his eyes will be lighting up. Will he try and put some moves on him coming into the last stages of this race, or will he just sit behind him knowing that he's going to take P4 from White Fountain? This is going to be so hard to track towards the end, guys, but we're going to see some action. We're getting the pairs throughout the grid battling for position, so we're going to try. Oh, look at Tony White coming down the right side of White Fountain. Oh, that's close racing there from the guys, but Tony will have DRS. It opens up. White Fountain will not. Goes to the left. That was a great move from White Fountain, taking the right line there. They almost touched there. Oh, a lock up from White Fountain, but he just put a little bit of a squeeze on him. Brilliant stuff from the guys there. White Fountain and Tony Y going wheel to wheel. Absolute amazing racing there from those guys. So I'm not entirely sure what happened to Steen and Rudy, but so far this race we have seen no major incidents. Unless I have missed them. If I have, I do apologise, but it appeared to me that Steen and Rudy was connection issues. So checking in with our race leader, Good Stuff, who's done 13 laps on those soft tyres. He's now sitting nearly 9 seconds in front of MJ Coupe. MJ Coupe is 3 seconds in front of GP1 Alex, who is sitting 4.3 seconds in front of White Fountain. Tony Y nipping at White Fountain's heels still. Let's just go back to Tony Y and see how these guys are getting on. Victor has a 3-second penalty, so he's now up to 9-second penalty for Victor, formerly known as Vintino. Never misses, just dropped a position there. Beautiful helicopter shot there, absolutely love that. I wish, from a commentator's point of view, we could select what camera to use, because that helicopter cam is amazing for the action. Looks like these guys are just settling down there, they're not attacking it as much, so let's just try and find some other people. Let's see who's looked. So we've got Tony Y, Nick and Nismax all within 2 seconds of each other, who's closely followed by Nismax. Nismax is nipping at these heels, so all of the front pack are on soft tyres now. And we've got Victor and Jamie nipping at their heels with the super soft tyre. Sir Spud, 3-second time penalty for Mr. Spud. His first of the session, I do believe. Oh, the two Ferrari boys there getting tasty. Oh, Oh, nice long overtaking move for the two Ferraris there. We've got Humberstone, 3-second time penalty for you, Squire. That's his first penalty of the session, but we were just watching there with Nick and Tony Y going wheel to wheel. Tony Y putting a really nice long manoeuvre on Nick and sticking it, but they're coming. Oh no! Oh, Tony Y got a bit dirty on the outside there, and he's lost time. Nick is back up into P5. Unlucky from Tony Y there, he put a foot wrong, so we've now got Nick and Tony Y. Oh, Jamie T's got a 3-second time penalty. So he's now on 6 seconds, I do believe. We are coming up to the last 8 laps. Tyner's 3-second time penalty for you. Bear with me, guys. 3 seconds, so he's now on 6. The time penalties are coming thick and fast. So looks like Nismax is now splitting the Ferraris. Nismax, I believe we saw that manoeuvre later on as Tony made his mistake. So Nick leading Nismax, leading Tony. So as Tony suffering on those soft tyres, 16 laps. I think we may start to see Tony suffer. So, but Nick's done 17 laps, so I'm quite surprised Nick's not suffering. They are doing lighter fuel loads now. Quicker and quicker time as we come to the closing stages of this race. So we have lost Humberstone. Humberstone is now out of the race. We've got 3 DNFs. Sorry if I missed that, guys. Humberstone has now left the race. So just checking in with our race leader, who's nearly 10 seconds in front of MJ Coop. What a blistering pace. Good stuff was set from the get-go. Absolutely amazing from him. Never really a worry for him so far. He's now got 7 laps to do and he will pick up that win. What a brilliant race this has been for. Good stuff. Move back to MJ Coop. He's sitting in P2. Do you know what, guys? I'm not even going to refer to the penalties because there's too many of them. It's going to get too confusing. So let's just see what happens as they come across the finish line later on. So yeah, MJ Coop sitting in P2. GP1 Alex, who's sitting 3.6 seconds back from MJ Coop, done 16 laps, just like the front runners there. White Fountain also 16 laps, but he's sitting 5.5 seconds back from GP1 Alex. So good stuff, MJ Coop and GP1 Alex, all at the front there. So Nick and Tony Y now back together. So Humberstone, did we see a spin from Humberstone, or was there some mechanical failure, terminal damage for him? We do not know because I missed it, so I do apologise for that, guys. Moving back, let's see what White Fountain is doing behind GP1 Alex. Nick, oh no, Nick has just received a 3-second time penalty. So 3-second time penalty for Nick and a 5-second stop and go penalty for Tony Y. Where have I put Tony Y? He's at the bottom. So speeding the penalty, so he'll have that time added to the end. So he'll have. I can't not refer to these penalties. I know I said I wasn't going to refer to them, but we're going to have to. It's going to play such a big part in this race. So going back to Tony Y, he had 6 seconds. And then he's got a 5-second stop and go, which he won't be able to serve because he's just been in the pits. So he will have a grand total of 11 seconds for Tony Y. Now that'll push him out of contention for improving. So I don't think he's going to get points today. Let's go back to Nismax. Let's see what Nismax is doing. Nismax sitting in P11, who is Nismax, who is now within 1 second of Colin J. So Nismax, what has he got in penalties? Nismax 3 seconds, so he's actually 3.5 back from Colin J. Colin J has a 5-second stop and go, which I think he served. So Colin J will be in a points position. 7 laps on those ultra softs. He's now got 5 laps. Can he keep that stuck to the end? Nismax is all over the back of Colin. They're both on the same tyre, but Nismax is on fresh rubber. That should be interesting if he can keep that point scoring position. Yep, Nismax does take him. Brilliant racing from the guys there. So looking at the field there, let's go to White Fountain because he's pushing on the back of Nick. So we've got White Fountain on the soft tyre. Sorry, my bad. Yep, so we've got White Fountain on the soft tyre, 18 laps. Nick on the soft tyre with 20 laps. So it'd be interesting to see these guys battle it out towards the end. Just kicking up some dust there, getting it nice and tight for the last two corners. And so White Fountain gets DRS, Nick will not. So White Fountain will want to stay on the back of his gearbox here, because you've got turns 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then picking up turns 9 for the second DRS activation, DRS detection zone. Tony Weiss sets a fast lap there, 1 minute 6.4. Not surprised, he's on fresh ultra softs. He's on the freshest ultra softs in the field. So White Fountain there picks up DRS. Craig, 5 seconds stop and go penalty, speeding in the pit lane. That's his second stop and go penalty, so he must have served his first one and he's got another 5 seconds to add to the end of his race. Unlucky for the Flying Scotsman there. So White Fountain's just dropping back there from Nick. And Nick does have a 3-second time penalty from what I have recorded. Gives it a bit of look on the right side, lets him know in his mirrors that he is there. So he'll get DRS coming out, he's going to get this surely. He'll move to the right. No, he's going to stick it to the left. Or is it a late move to the right? Decides not. Yeah, decides against making a move there. Opens up the DRS for the second zone. Not quite enough there to put a move onto Nick. Oh, gets a bit of oversteer there, but a good save from White Fountain. Great save from White Fountain. And Jamie 6 is also coming to the mix, but he's done 11 laps on those super soft tyres. Oh, kicking up some dust. Everyone seems to be going wide on that corner. So the field is starting to come back together ever so slightly. We've got GP1 Alex, who's actually coming closer and closer to MJ Coupe. MJ Coupe, let's just have a quick check on MJ Coupe. MJ is 9 seconds, so yeah, MJ Coupe needs to keep. No, yeah, he's 0.6 back, so yeah, he's gonna lose that all the way back to P7 by the looks of it. So MJ Coupe is going to suffer greatly because of those penalties. GP1 Alex seriously putting some pressure on him though. Just looking there, it never missed. 21 laps on those soft tyres. And he's 1.8 behind Victor. So Victor's got 9 seconds, so obviously he's going to... I wish you could see the list of penalties I've got here, guys. Just if you are listening, let's just run through them so you get an idea of what penalties are coming. Nick J 3 seconds, good stuff, clean. We've got MJ Coupe with 9 seconds, Nizmax 3 seconds, White Fountain 3 seconds, Humberstone 3 seconds, GP1 Alex 3 seconds, Rudy 3 seconds, Jamie T 6 seconds. Jamie 6 seconds. Colin J, I think he saved the stop and go, and he's got another one to serve, so that's 5 seconds for Colin J. We've got Craig, who I believe is 11 seconds, I believe. Yeah, because I think he picked up a stop and go in the pit lane, just 11 seconds for Craig. Then we've got Victor 9 seconds. We've got Sir Spud 3 seconds. Never Miss clean. Tyner 6 seconds. Partridge, we lost Partridge earlier, I believe. We didn't start the race. And Steen 3 seconds, and I believe he served his stop and go. So if you were listening, tracking those penalties, that's what they I've got according to my list. I may have missed some. If I have, I do apologise, guys. So if you are watching, that's why I went through those penalties, just to give you a bit of an insight as to how this is all going to change in the closing stages of the race. Good stuff, still sitting pretty there. Sitting 11 seconds clean of MJ Coupe. Tony Y has just received another penalty. Tony Y, 3 seconds. So if Tony Y picks another penalty, he will get a disqualification. He's got 4 penalties. I think, yeah, or is it Prix that's not got any penalties? If I've got that wrong, I do apologise, but it looks like Tony Y's on his 4th penalty. One more penalty and he will be disqualified from the session after the race. So looking at the field, we've got Jamie 6 who's putting some pressure on White Fountain. Let's just see what the action is like here. Oh, we've got a 3-way battle here. We've got Never Miss, Victor and Jamie all in the battle. Sorry, Victor, Jamie and White Fountain. Craig, 5-second time penalty for Craig. Do you know, guys, I've been writing these penalties down and even I'm starting to struggle now. I think I need an abacus just to add up all the penalties. Oh, brilliant stuff here as Never Miss puts some pressure on. Oh, he does. Never Misses up at the P6. So my apologies, guys. That was the last lap of the race. Sincere apologies for missing that. I was too busy on the details. So we've got Gus coming across the line in P1. What an amazing drive from him. We've got GP1 Alex who's taking the P2 position. We've got MJ Coop sitting in P3. Nick J bringing up P4 position. White Fountain in P5. Never Mix is in P6. We've got Jamie 6 bringing up in P7. Sir Spud, brilliant race from Sir Spud, finishing P8 there. Fantastic race from the Mercedes driver. So my sincere apologies that I missed the final lap there. I was too busy trying to outline the penalties that was received. They came thick and fast all through the session. It was hard to keep track of what was going to happen. No disqualifications because of penalties. We were lucky there. What an amazing race there. Quite a unpredictable race. It's so hard to track the race when you've got so many penalties coming in. But great racing from the guys there. Here comes the champagne. Fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed watching, guys. So you're going to have to join us next week, which is Canada. So get the poutine on the go. If you're not familiar with poutine, it's basically chips, cheese and gravy, fancy pants style. It's their home dish or their traditional dish. So let's all have poutine next week for Canada. Going to be interesting, guys. Let's revisit the race results. Good stuff. P1, great drive from GP1 Alex in P2, MJ Coop in P3, Nick bringing up the P4 position, White Fountain in P5, Never Mix in P6, Jamie 6 in 7, Sir Spud in P8, Victor, formerly Vintino, in P9, Nizmax in P10, Colin J in P11, Tony Y in P12, Jamie T in P13, The Flying Scotsman in P14, Tynus in 15, Humberstone in 16, Steen in 17 and Rudy in 18. Wow, what an amazing race there, guys. Hard to track what was going to happen. Some amazing racing, wheel-to-wheel action. Absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait for Canada. It's going to be amazing. Every race so far this season has been amazing. Join us next week, same time, same day, same back channel. I can't wait to see you guys. Hope you all tune in, and if you don't mind, give the Invictus Racing League a tweet and a retweet. Give us the Twitch line a tweet as well. Get people watching. Let's get everyone tuned in, and let's promote Invictus Racing League. Fantastic league it is. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I will see you next week for Canada.